Let's head back to Garden Grove, California to the John Lazenby Chrysler collection.
A 1956 Chrysler 300. What letter is this one?
This is a 300B.
B. It's white, which isn't in your face like the red car is, but it's an elegant car.
Yeah, once again, they offered three basic colors. White was the most common, black, and then a different shade of red than the 55 was known as regimental red. I happen to like white cars, and this happens to be my favorite car. 1,102 units produced, very few existing. This was an 8.5-year body off restoration on my part. I got into it, and it just kept going and going, and once I started reassembling it, I thought I would never get it done, but obviously I did, and I love driving the car.
How many original miles on this, did you say?
Original miles on the car, I believe around 140 to 150. Currently, the car has 5,075 miles on it since it's been put back together, and it's probably 10 years now.
The powertrain, running gear on this compared to the 55?
354 Hemi, 340 horse from the factory. They did offer a 355 horse version. This particular car has been modified a little bit in the fact that it's got the Dodge truck 4-volt manifolds on it, 2.5-inch exhaust. That was the NASCAR manifold, and sounds considerably different.
And the restoration process on this?
Long and involved. Like I say, it took me 8.5 years. I actually pulled the body off in my garage. We built a dolly for the body. We got the body on the dolly, went to take it out of the garage. The dolly was too tall, so we had to start back over. You know, those typical deals, you live and you learn. But 8.5 years later, I finally got it back together and truly enjoy driving it.
The 55 and the 56, there were some changes mechanically, horsepower. What's the difference between the two?
Well, a 354-inch versus a 331, 340 horse versus a 300 horse. They also made an option of a 355 horse engine. This particular car has the NASCAR 4-bolt exhaust, Dodge truck manifolds, and 2.5-inch exhaust. It's also got a torque flight, which they built very few cars with a torque flight. This car did not come from the factory with a torque flight. When I bought it, it was there, so we left it.
When you're driving down the road in the 55 and then you climb into this, is there a noticeable difference between the two?
Yeah, especially top end when the car is rolling. And for some reason also, this car, although the suspension's supposed to be the same, this car rides a lot stiffer.
And I would think because that one's red, you kind of hot rod that one a little bit, and this one you're more polite in. Is that right?
I hot rod them all.
Okay, good. John, thank you very much for the tour of your collection. Your Chryslers and your Chrysler 300s are fantastic. It's a real honor to be here.
Well, thank you for coming. I enjoyed doing this.
All right, and it was a tough decision. The red 55 300 that's a mighty sexy car, but this is truly a Lance car, so this is going home with Lance.
Enjoy.
All right, thanks, John.
All right, bye-bye.